Fnatic have officially announced Crashies as their new initiator player, and if you're like, wow, I didn't see that coming, join the party. No one else did either. This is an insane turn of events. Once again, we are seeing EMEA steal America's talent because they can't make their own. This is not a great day to be an America's fan. It is a great day to be a Crashies fan, though. If you want to see Crashies playing in Tier 1, you got your wish. He's going to have to do it overseas, but he is doing it. Fnatic fans, though, not loving this announcement. See, their problem is that Crashies, while maybe a good player, isn't Leo. And that's hard to dispute because if we look at Crashies' stats from last year, this is America's Stage 2. If we start scrolling down, we keep scrolling, we keep scrolling, we keep scrolling, we keep scrolling, we reach the bottom here. And here we can see Crashies. He did not have a great season last year stats-wise. Here's the thing about that. Crashies was the setup man on NRG who, need I remind you, didn't have a great season. The setup man, the support player on a team that is struggling is not going to have good stats. This doesn't tell the whole story. Now, that's not to say he didn't have a stinky poo-poo season, but it's not as bad as this might look. But the problem is, like I said before, he's not Leo. Leo is a top 5 player in the world. Leo's in the conversation as a top 3 player in the world. Leo's in the conversation as a top player in the world. He's incredible. He does carry the team. He is amazing. And Crashies was not that guy last season. And so for Fnatic fans, they're saying this isn't Leo, right? And that's fair. So why would Fnatic make that decision? Why would they say, we're going to bring in Crashies, we're not going to bring back Leo? According to Kojo, who is the VALORANT team director for Fnatic, he says, for anyone asking, Leo is still a member of our team, and we're doing everything we can in the background to support his recovery. It's very hard to predict his return at the moment, so we've decided to bring in Crashies, who we're confident in to fill the role until Leo is ready. You hate to see this. It sucks to hear that Leo is still having problems and that he's not going to come back anytime soon. The fact that they are bringing Crashies in, this isn't we're bringing in Crashies for kickoff. This isn't we're bringing in Crashies for stage 1. This is we're bringing in Crashies, period. That does not give me a lot of faith that we're seeing Leo anytime soon. Also, the fact that less than a month ago, we saw this, which is Crashies scrimming with a Tier 2 NA team, makes me feel like this was a pretty rushed decision. You know, less than a month ago, he was not Fnatic Crashies. And less than a month ago, most of the Tier 1 teams had their rosters either locked or real close to locked. This would indicate that probably they thought that Leo was going to be ready, and he's just not. And he's not anywhere close. And so now we have this Fnatic squad that has Boaster, that has Alfier, Chronicle, Kjack, Crashies. And if you're looking at this roster, you're thinking, Kjack's not Durkay, and Crashies isn't Leo. And you're right. But sometimes it's not about the players individually. It's not about the pieces. It's about the way they come together and how good this team can gel. We saw it with 2023 EG. You know, nobody thought those guys were going to win champions. No one thought those guys were even going to get to champions. And they almost didn't. They came together. They looked like the best team in the world because they were. None of those players since then, except for Jogamo. Jogamo's been incredible. None of those players have looked as good as they did during that champions run. None of them. Because the key was the way they came together, they became a better team, and it was bigger than the sum of their parts. And that's what we need to see from this team.